What's up, everybody? It's the immortal legend Marley here, bringing you the very first installment of my Gun Doctor series, examining my favorite weapons on modern warfare. I had to start with the CR-56 AMAX because it's one of my favorites and one of the most powerful guns on modern warfare. I have various builds of the same weapon in my loadout because different scenarios call for different tools. Sometimes you need long range, sometimes you may need close quarter combat guns. The Emissary is probably the prettiest version of the Galil, and the stock build is mobile friendly by default. For some reason, I often prefer a pistol or mobile version of an AR over the traditional SMG for my secondary weapon. In this case, I created a build that will replace your secondary SMG. It has more stopping power than any SMG, and with the right attachments can be very agile with minimal recoil. Let's take a look. At least 80% of the time, I keep a suppressor on my weapon, especially on Warzone where it's essential for tactical advantages. The monolithic is the best overall suppressor to me because it extends the range and accuracy of your gun. So I went with this. However, the tactical suppressor is a viable option for the run and gun type build, as they add a bit more mobility and control, of course at the expense of range and accuracy. So go with personal preference here for your build. Do you want to be more mobile? Do you want a little more range? As the focal point of this build is agility and lower ADS speed, so you can get your gun up quicker when on the run, the underbarrel is a key attachment. Now I went with the Commando foregrip, but my favorite is the Ranger foregrip. Now this gives you the most recoil and stabilization, but it slows down the movement of the gun. So in this case, the Commando foregrip is where it's at. You're gonna get the recoil stabilization and the aiming stability. So that's either aiming down sight, from the hip, the gun's gonna jump less, you're gonna get on target easier. I feel it's quick and agile. If you have some recoil issues, swap out that Commando for the Ranger. Problem will be solved. Now let's take a look at the stock. While the standard stock is actually pretty amazing, the CR-56 Exo stock adds tremendous mobility. It's going to help you clear the room faster. On your run and gun build, you're gonna want one of the stocks that increase mobility. I personally like it because the aim down sight speed is quick. When you're running around, bam, you hit that L2, that gun raises quick. That's key for a run and gun, clearing rooms, sweeps. Now to piggyback onto that, to make your ADS speed drop even further, you're gonna wanna run with that TAC laser. Now, there's three types of lasers. The 5MW is the standard green laser. That's gonna be always on. The 1MW is the red one where your enemies cannot see, the only one where your enemies cannot see. But the TAC laser, that baby is a monster. It gives you more control, more mobility, more accuracy. The only downside is that when you're engaged holding the L2 to aim, it is gonna activate that laser, so it's not for the faint of heart. When you're running and gunning though, you want that gun flying around at your every command. For my Emissary build, I do not prefer the shorter barrel. I love this stock barrel. It's good at long range, it's good at short range. It's just a great balanced barrel. So for my final attachment, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the 45 round clip. Most people prefer more bullets. The Galil, you actually don't need an extended clip. As you'll see on the second two builds for the mid-range and the long range, I stick with the 30 round clip. I like the 45 round magazine in this version because not having that scope does cause you to miss a couple of shots here and there. So why not have the extra 15 rounds? The AMAX has the most damage at range. It has, I believe, the third most damage of all ARs. It is just a beast. Now I've hyped this thing up. I think it's time to see it in action. Let's jump into some gameplay.
Red Gus on the seat, Red Gus, Hennessy. when I'm done, she gon' remember me. Records, Hennessy, records on the seats. When I'm gone, they gon' remember me.
I walk in, I spaz out. You know I'm geeked and gassed out. Tell me what is all this cash about? It comes and goes like roundabouts. Yeah, I spend it. The money always flows like them red guts falling out your chest. Oh no, oh no, screaming oh no. Pull the Mac out, blow your back out, body on the floor. And if they ask you about that, tell them you don't know. Tell them you don't know.
Popping off in this bitch. Popping off in this bitch. Her face down, her ass up. She popping off in this bitch. That bitch gon' dismiss. Broken can't be fixed. Last thing I heard from her, she wasn't making no sense. But that bitch ain't my problem no more. She on the other side of the fence. And the grass ain't always greener, but the new look meaner. Felony, no misdemeanor. Boricua demeanor. We don't never miss money back, cause them checks bigger than arenas. I'm smashing shit, hit smashing story, I'm that motherfucking nigga. Rep the realest straight action. Kush a gorilla. Assassin bitch get nasty for me, she a motherfucking killer. Catch some niggas lacking. Ambush straight gorilla.
He call me Kato, there is a chapter. You know it's Kato, the speed of attraction. He call me Kato, there is a chapter. You know it's Kato, the speed of attraction.
I walk in, I spaz out. You know I'm geeked and gassed out. Tell me what is all this cash about? It comes and goes like roundabouts. Yeah, I spend it. The money always flows like them red guts falling out your chest. Oh no, oh no, screaming oh no. Pull the Mac out, blow your back out, body on the floor. And if they ask you about that, tell them you don't know. Tell them you don't know.
Overhead. Eliminate all targets in the AO. Dropping into the AO. Enemy soldier incoming. UAV is out of fuel. Enemy cluster strike. Take cover. Hostile